Hi everyone, my name is Storm Jacko, and today I'll be showing you GIS StoryMaps overview. So I'll be, in this multi-part video series, I'll be discussing what is a GIS story map, how you can use it effectively, I'll be showing you some examples of GIS story maps, and what you can do with this powerful tool, and what you can do with your free account. So without further ado, let's get started. So a little bit about myself. Like I said before, my name is Storm. I graduated from UCD in August of 2020, so really relatively shortly now. I graduated with a master's degree in critical geography, power, and inequality. However, I did take some GIS courses, so I was able to kind of well-round my academic experience. As you're going through these video tutorials, if you have any questions at all or need some clarification, feel free to reach out to me at any time. I have two emails you can contact me. The first one is storm.jacko@ucdconnect.ie. However, I may not have access to that email in the next couple months, so a secondary email you can contact me with is stormjacko@gmail.com. So enough about me. Let's talk about GIS story maps. So what is ArcGIS StoryMaps? So in a nutshell, an ArcGIS story map is a story authoring web-based application that allows you to share your maps in the context of a narrative text and other multimedia content. You can use ArcGIS story maps to do the following. Author stories with the Story Builder. Stories can include maps, narrative text, lists, images, videos, embedded items, and other media. Then, once you've built your story map and included all those, whether it's a map, a video, etc., you can publish and share your stories. So published stories each have their own URL, and you can access these URLs to share your stories within your organization to specific groups or with everyone. So basically what you're doing is creating your own website through story maps. So you can share this URL, this link with anybody that you'd like to, and they can just sign in or they can just open it up on a web browser and then view the story map. So it really is an extremely powerful tool, and it has a lot of different free features, which is excellent. So continuing, what is ArcGIS Story Map? You can create and publish collections. So collections can include stories and ArcGIS web apps bundled together for easy sharing and presenting. And lastly, you can manage your stories. So you can view and edit your story from the stories page, find stories authored by others in your organization, and add stories to your favorites list. So this would be if you'd like to see what other students are doing, say at UCD, or say at Hanoi at Hanyu University. You can see what other students have been creating within the organization itself. So it's very easy to share your work with others. So to get started, first go to the link listed there, storymaps.arcgis.com. From there, you want to click in the middle here where it says sign in. Then you'll be greeted with this black box where you go down to click create an account, an ArcGIS public account. This is, of course, if your university has not set you up with a GIS account. If your university already has, then please sign in with your credentials. And if you don't know, feel free to reach out to your lecturer and they can tell you if you have one or not. So once again, this is for if you need to create an account. So you click create an ArcGIS public account. From there, you just enter in your username, your password, etc., and then it'll send you an activation account email. From there, you just activate your account through the email, verify your credentials are correct, set up a security question, and then you're good to go. So I'll show you on my screen right now. Click on this, we click sign in. I already have mine populated, so it should sign me right in. And then right here, you have your stories. In the next video, I'll be just giving you a brief overview about what a GIS story map can look like, giving you an example of one, and we'll be working on the first part. So to begin, and I will be sharing this document with all of you. It may look a little different. I will include the timestamps for each different section as well once I finish recording all these videos and I'm done editing, etc. So I will be sending along this document. You'll be receiving it so you have a guide. So if you want to jump to a certain part or if you want to go back and you have a question about something, you can just directly go to here. So I've broken down this section into different media blocks. Different blocks. So first we have the media block, and then within each block you're going to see there's a public account and a storyteller creator and GIS professional user. So the public account is the free account that you can create, anybody can create, just using the link that I provided you through the PowerPoint. These are the different features you can use with the public account. So you can add images, create web maps and web scenes, you can create express maps, you can use swipe, and you can use video. However, if you have a GIS license, either through your university or you've paid for one, then you can also add audio, you can embed things, you can have an image gallery, and you can also create a timeline. So once again, those are the main differences between a public account and a paid account. And you'll see as we continue along this document, I have them separated by public and paid account as well. So scrolling down a little bit, we have the immersive block, and this one is only used, this one is for both public and storytelling accounts. So you have access to all these features, doesn't matter which account you have. Map tours, for example, you have the public account, so you create a map tour by uploading photos. We also have different themes, collections, general, etc. I'll let you kind of explore and play around with it. I also have some useful links here. So these are just kind of tips and tricks about like making your first story, starting with a plan, crafting your narrative, add your map, refine the design, and share your story. So these are great guides to help you with your first story map, and these are all links here. So if we click on this, for example, they kind of break down step by step what you can do. So start with a plan, and you can get tips for that as well. This is all official on the ESRI website. Now, I'd like to show you what some examples are of a completed story map. So first I'll be showing you my story map portfolio. So what this is just a digital portfolio showcasing all the work that I've done for my university courses. And this is a great way, once again, to show potential employers the work you've done. Also, like I said, just the quality of work you do, who you are as a person, etc. And once again, this is just a website, so I can copy this link and send it on to a potential employer. I can add it to my resume or CV. It's a really powerful tool that makes you stand out compared to your peers. So as you can see, I just have the title here with a picture, my name, etc. From here, you can also add quick actions, so you can see who am I, my skills, coursework, if you want to jump to a specific section of this page. But if you just scroll down, we have a who am I section, and as you can see, there's different graphics when you're going along. So right here on the left is the timeline version. So you can see as I scroll down, um, it kind of disappears off the screen. So it's just those smooth transitions that StoryMap really excels with as well. So now we have my different education background that I've done, highlighting some software skills, also some soft skills, very important to include. Here's examples of different coursework that I've done for my JS courses. So for example, I made a Bitcoin global mining map showing the different energy usage and which country has the most hash rates. Here's just another thing for GIS, a flow chart. And as you can see, so these are all graphics here, where if you scroll, you can see different information associated with these maps or graphics. I'll be showing you how to do this. You can also embed videos, like I said before. So this is just a video that I uploaded to YouTube, and you can just directly embed. And as you can see, it's playing. I've also added more images, and if you click on an image, it'll actually zoom in as well. So this is more just if-then statements of a model builder. Here's different examples of different maps I've made. Another really neat feature is creating a web map, and I'll show you how to do this as well. But web maps are unique in that they're live updated, and you can actually interact with this. So instead of just having a passive photo where all you can do is zoom in and out, with a web map here, you can zoom in, you can zoom out, and this is a web map of different hiking trails in Yellowstone National Park. But if I click here, it'll give me information about the park itself, the name, features, square miles, and then I clicked on a specific trail. You can actually see information about this specific trail. So the trail type, the surface, the trail class, trail use, etc. So you can zoom out and you can go to like this right here. Once again, this one's a ski trail, so this one's a little different from the other trail I just showed you. You kind of get the idea. So once again, you click on this, a different trail type, different trail names, you can see the types, etc. So that's just an example of a web map, which is very powerful. Also have some timeline, so this is talking about other things I've done. Once again, we have different videos, and what's nice, you can make a video gallery. So these are different videos I've uploaded, and then I can just click through and select the different ones. Here's some graphics, and then once again, you can just click through these different graphics here. And then lastly, contact information. So that's just what an example of once again, a portfolio would look like if you want to share that with a professional, whether it's with your professors for a class, to get into a different university, or for a job seeking. What else you can do with story maps is use it for research purposes. So I created a story map for my research when I was in Hanoi, and I was studying air pollution and the effect it has on university students. So once again, I gave a brief introduction. This is all written. And then we have different graphics on the right, and then on the left-hand side, we have different points to back up those graphics with. So this is a very easy way. It's more like an interactive PowerPoint, if you will, with certain sections like this. And as you scroll down, you can see that the graphic changes along with the data on the left-hand side to go with the graphic. More maps, etc. So what I did is I partnered with some students in Hanyu, and they had already conducted this research where they researched different demographics and responding to how air pollution affected them. So this is the results that they came up with. And then what I did is I went and I did some in-ground observations. So for example, I took these two different photos, and this is another feature I'll show you. It's called Swipe. But these photos were taken 2 days apart, and you can see the smog transition from one day to the other. Same skyline. And then here's the information of the particulate matter throughout those 2 days. So obviously, when it was smoggy, it was very hazardous, high particulate matters in PM1, 2, 5, and 10, versus the photo on the right, where it was much more clear. You can see the particulate matter is significantly lower, 31.5 to 1.8. And then I also made a video, embedded a video, as you can see. Then I just made some observations about traffic levels, things like that. I'm sure you're all aware of it. People burning garbage, just another video. But once again, this is another example of a web map. So this map is updated daily, and this shows the different air quality particulate matters in Hanoi on the day. So for today, November 17th, if we click on this, you can see last updated today at 10:57 a.m. It's 11, you can't see me on the bottom here, but it's 11:44. So it was updated less than an hour ago. So you can see the different particulate matter, PM1, PM10, and PM2.5. So that's one of the really powerful tools of creating a web map, is that you can have these maps updated daily or even hourly if you'd like to. Once again, you can kind of zoom in, see exactly which districts they're in, where the sensors are located, and then you can get the information directly on the map itself. And this is all embedded in the story map. Scrolling down a little more, I also took photos for observation, and I was able to geotag those photos and place them in a map as well. So if you click on this, it shows you the photo, and then this is the exact location that I took it in. So once again, this is another powerful tool you can use with GIS story maps. Examples of garbage, etc. Low water levels, things like that, all throughout the city. I think I even have some, further out here. Scrolling down some more, and then here's just some of my analysis and discussion. And once again, you're going to see this a lot where you have the photo on the right and then details on the left. I think this is a great way to convey information where you can visualize information and still have written documentation as well. And my conclusions, and finally references. So this is just a brief example of what you can do with a finished story map. In the next video, I'll be showing you the media blocks, and I'll be actually taking you step by step about how I created something like this.